This entire rice pan has over 50 grams of protein, tastes absolutely delicious and takes only 20 minutes to make. Let's talk about the rice first. I personally like to use the risotto rice called arborio. It's the classic rice that is used for all sorts of risotto dishes. It is a short grain rice and is a bit thicker than a long grain like basmati for example, and also takes a couple of minutes longer to cook. However, you can also use a long grain rice if you only have that. You just need to adjust your cooking time accordingly. 50 grams will go into a glass. The next things you need are the liquids. First I will use plain tomato sauce or passata. You can find this in most groceries. You can also use canned tomatoes if you want, but then you will need to crush them before they go into the pan. I will need 100 grams of tomato sauce. Then I will prepare 200 grams of water that I will mix with this stock powder. This is vegetable stock and is very useful for a lot of recipes and lasts a long time in the pantry. I always have one of these in my kitchen. I will add 10 grams or about 1 tablespoon, mix this and set this aside. For the protein sauce I will use 200 grams of frozen prawns. Prawns have 21 grams of protein at 107 calories and are basically the C's answer to the chicken breast. It's an exceptional protein sauce and you don't need to thaw them, just put them into a plate. Next, for some additional volume, I will add 150 grams of canned peas. They do not only taste great in dishes with prawns, they are also relatively high in protein. The last things are 1 yellow onion, this weighs 50 grams. I will dice it into small pieces, and now instead of using garlic cloves, I bought this garlic paste and I really enjoy cooking with this. It's very convenient, tastes great and lasts a lot longer than fresh garlic. I will also chop up a bunch of fresh greens. I will use parsley, and now let's get cooking. I will start with adding 2 seconds of olive oil into a 20 cm or 8-inch pan on medium heat. Then I will first add in the onions and fry them for about 2 to 3 minutes until they slowly turn translucent and start to caramelize. Then I will add in the rice and toss this with the onions. This is a technique from the Italian risotto that will add this slightly nutty flavor. After 2 to 3 minutes they will turn golden brown, and this is where I will add 1 teaspoon or 5 grams of garlic paste, stir everything and then add 1 tablespoon or 10 grams of tomato puree. Keep mixing to separate the puree, but don't worry if it sticks. Once we add everything else it will dissolve. So next is the tomato sauce, the vegetable broth and also a couple of cranks of black pepper, and for some additional heat I will add chili flakes as well. No salt because the stock powder is already salted. Now mix everything, turn the heat down to low, close the lid and let it simmer now for 15 minutes or a few minutes before your rice is done. After 15 minutes I will taste test the rice, and if it's almost ready, this needs another 2 minutes, I will switch up the heat to medium high and add in my frozen prawns. I will cook these now in the sauce till it is still left in the pan for the last 2 to 3 minutes until the rice is done. Also, if you have a bigger or smaller pan, you need to adjust the amount of broth liquid that you need. If you want it less soupy, I will only add 100 grams of broth, but that's up to you. Once the prawns are ready, I will add the peas. They are already cooked before they get into the can, so I will just bring up the temperature for 30 seconds or so. Once everything is hot, switch off the heat, add in the parsley, give everything a last stir, and there you go. A risotto style rice dish. The entire pan comes in with 593 calories, 68 grams of carbs, 9 grams of fat and 56 grams of protein. After eating this you absolutely need a dessert, so click on this video to see how you can make a healthier panna cotta and see you there.